Cast Rangers, gonna watch Amazon. The movie. Enter the Amazons. Now I know the words!
Guys, what did I say at the end of Enter the Amazons?
That Chihiro was a shitty character?
No, that was me.
Oh.
No, I said, and I quote, I wouldn't mind a season 3, but I would rather have a movie.
Let's flash back and make sure.
Maybe not a 3rd season. I will, because I don't want a 3rd season. I'll take a movie, but not a 3rd season.
See, you did say that.
Wow. Gar, what have I told you about using your powers?
Only use them for Ultraman.
Yeah.
No predicting the future till you're done your supper.
Till you're done your Sentai.
Till you're done your Amazon.
What's the second rule? Never use your money in the show. Oh, so wait, this isn't Cast Ranger then?
No.
Is this Ultra Ranger?
No.
Enter the Amazons.
This is Enter the Amazons, the movie.
Well, is it really the movie, or would it just be episode 27?
No, it's the movie. Because we're talking about the movie. It's my show. I can do whatever I want. Welcome, everyone, to Enter the Amazons, the movie. I'm your host, Pinkcaster Lane. God, it's been a fucking while. We have Gar here. We have Ichi. We have Noble. That's right. I got everyone back.
You're on aggro today.
And just like every college student's short film, the only way we could do this was over Christmas break. Because
Merry Christmas! Here's a movie about violence and death!
Well, no, I'm making that
just like real Christmas!
I'm making that joke because, like, whenever somebody wants to do a short film with their friends in like college or something, they always have to wait till the holidays because everybody's together.
Yep. We're arbitrarily delaying normal Cast Ranger episodes so we can talk about the Amazons movie, because God, we've been wanting to do it for a long time.
Oh yeah, we've just been waiting for the perfect moment.
So, first off, way to go, Gar. You wanted to have a movie instead of a season 3, and that's what we got.
What the fuck happened?
And holy shit!
That sucked!
That was pretty good!
It was actually pretty good.
And honestly, the plot was not what I was expecting it to go.
Oh, I'd say that.
Like, holy shit. But...
What the fuck?
Oh. Yay! The fridge is ready to be used!
That movie was quackers.
This movie's knucking futs.
No, our mini fridge is ready to be used again. Woo!
Hooray!
Anyways, so, first thing, let's get off right off the bat.
No, wait. First thing we need to get off the bat. Does anybody even remember what happened in the Amazons?
Yes, so...
Jin is awesome, everyone else sucks.
And Chihiro... That's what I was getting to. Chihiro, the so-called protagonist of Season 2, was nowhere to be fucking seen or mentioned in this movie at all.
Because he's dead!
Yeah, gee, Lane, it's not like he's dead.
And guess who else wasn't even mentioned in this?
Crap.
Nagase!
Fuck you!
Wait, Nagase.
Because he was probably busy doing build when this movie was being made.
I mean, technically they mentioned that they said a reason why Chihiro wasn't there.
What?
Because the other person that's in this with the cutty shooty has a Neo driver.
Oh yeah,
And they
Neo?
said, how do you think he got that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they... At one point,
Probably
Haruka...
from Jin after they did the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, because at one point, Haruka asks Mito where he got the belt, but he's like, we don't ask about the past here. But I said, while we were watching it, he probably got it from Chihiro's dead body.
Yeah. Right, he's like, oh, we don't like to bring up the past. Oh, that's shitty, right? Well, that's shitty, right?
That's awfully convenient, writers. Cocked gaze.
I'm looking at you, Deadpool. Fucking cheap-ass joke.
But yeah, no, this movie, we actually got, like, pretty much the entire first season cast back. Like, except Mamoru. Rest in peace, Mamoru.
And Dragonfly.
We miss you. Well, he was, like, 2 episodes.
Just throughout the movie, I was like, man,
sorry, Blue Buster!
Yeah, Gar was like, where's Sigma?
And I'm like,
he's dead!
He's fucking dead! Mamoru shanked him!
He's dead, Chihiro's dead, Mamoru's dead. Oh, God!
everybody that we love.
Although we did celebrate watching the movie by having Harvey's Burgers like we did before.
Yeah, wow, yeah. The last time we had Arby's too.
Yep.
No, we had Wendy's.
No, we had McDonald's.
Oh yeah, we had McDonald's.
It was McDonald's.
Yeah, it was McDonald's. Anyways,
I remember because their burgers suck.
Yeah, no, McDonald's is actually pretty gross now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I remember about Enter the Amazons? What point?
I remember exiting.
So we got the original extermination squad back. We got Shido. We got Kazuya. We got Nozomi. Like we got everybody.
We got Fuku.
Oh yeah, and like watching this movie and seeing these characters like flooded back all these memories I had about this series. Where I was like, all right, Mamoru's dead. Right, Kazuya lost an arm. Fuku had to kill his fucking mom.
I don't think Fuku spoke a word in this movie.
No,
he said a bit.
He said like one or two words, but yeah, no, that man's broken because he had to kill his mother because that's why he was exterminating Amazons in the first place, was to help his mother.
Yep.
So, fuck. Shido was still being fucking badass as usual. Nozomi was being a badass as usual. Kazuya was still being his dorky, funny ass self, which I love, but
which was surprising.
Guard didn't actually recognize him, and I was like, that's because he's not wearing his helmet that he usually wears, and you were like, oh yeah.
I remembered his name was Kazuya because we had that one episode called Kentucky Fried Kazuya.
That was the season 1 finale.
That's right. Aww. And it's funny, it was so sad. Like every time, like they brought it up, like the instance, like yeah, like we had one of our like an Amazon like eat his arm or whatever like that, and you just saw the look on Kazuya's face. He was just so sad because like he loved Mamoru so much, and we
all loved Mamoru.
They shine like the coin necklaces that Mamoru made for them, and I was like, oh god, like it was so sad. So like fuck. So they kept the spirit of Mamoru alive, which I was really happy about.
So, let's talk about the setup for the plot for this movie.
Jeez. Soylent Green is Amazons!
Yeah, it basically devolved into, it was a cult of Amazon children
grown
as livestock.
Yeah, so literally, apparently the economy's going to shit. Food is, there's a food shortage in Japan.
Because the Amazon crisis fucked up Japan.
Because you guys are forgetting the biggest point that this movie told us right at the beginning. 2 more years passed.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 years since season 2.
So it's been 4 years.
I remember that
since season 1 began.
I remember you complained about that. You're like, I don't want this. I don't want these series to like take place like years later or something.
Which is weird because that means Kurosaki and his 4C hunters have been chasing Haruka unsuccessfully for 2 years.
That doesn't seem
You'd think
plausible.
If someone hadn't gotten you results after 2 years, you would fucking replace them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, the extermination squad from 4C's back. Good old fucking awesome Kurosaki being still as not giving a fuck as he has been this whole time.
He has some awesome moments, though, when he just single hands his fucking rifle.
Oh, no, he's great. And then... Not Tendo's back as well.
I will always forget his name, but he's that lazy asshole who is Kurosaki's assistant, and he looks like Tendo's brother.
So fucking laid back and just doesn't do anything. Sorry, Noble, you were saying something?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. So yeah, the entire, there's a huge food shortage in Japan because of the Amazon incident that happened, and so Tachibana actually does, a bullet, which, yeah, looks like he fully recovered from, getting himself fucking twisted from Neo Alpha.
I thought you got twisted. You got better.
Yeah.
Or not Neo Alpha, just Neo.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Speaking of Neo Alpha, let's speak about Neo Alpha for a sec.
Yeah, so his actor's played by Kuwaga Reiger from Herkenger.
A show that none of us have seen.
Hooray!
I've seen, the first, 10 episodes.
Oh. Fuck you.
I really, really liked Neo Alpha. His design was great. His weapon was powerful.
Okay. if you know you're a powerful ass Amazon when you're able to manifest a fucking chainsaw minigun from your arm.
Made of lava.
That's disgusting.
Bruce Campbell called. He wants his Evil Dead machete back.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a reference to fucking
Groovy. It's even on his right arm as well.
Well, most people are right-handed.
You know what? I like to think he may have taken a bit of inspiration from Evil Dead. Because, like, when you think about it, season 1, it was like an action thriller series or whatever like that. Season 2.
Well, shit.
Yes, but it was more of a drama. And then...
It's still shit.
And the movie? Horror film. Straight up horror film.
It was like Kamen Rider the Next.
There was
just a moment after moment of, oh God, no, why?
It was uncomfortable. But, like, it was leaving us with, like, it was making us, like, question everything. Like, okay, what's going on? Like, why is that happening? Like, who are these people? What's going on with them?
Although I will say that the first time we see all the kids in the dinner hall eating and talking about being angels sent to bring people happiness, I immediately predicted that they were Amazon livestock.
No, yeah. So, like, apparently when they're departing, they're, like, being, like, apparently it's an orphanage or something, but...
That's the front they put out.
And they're being adopted, but literally they're just taken to a restaurant, like, the customers pick up who they're eating, get taken to a restaurant, and get cooked, and then fed as food to the people who bought them.
And like, the first time you see it, they don't really go into much detail. But then when they take, like, the featured child, like Muku, the little girl, oh my God, and they, like, she's gonna be eaten by the governor, who they're trying to convince to help fund their operation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those scenes are so uncomfortable. It's like they're making a statement about child prostitution.
Oh, yeah! Like,
it got legit, like, oh, I see exactly what you're doing.
It was pretty creepy, and, like...
She's like, oh, I want a female this time. Ooh, she's got better flavor. Oh, God.
Yeah, like, the two guys who are, like, leaving the restaurant, like, just finished, they're like, oh, that meal was really tasty, and they see, like, this politician guy walk in with, like, the Muku, and they're like, ooh, let's try female next time. Yeah, definitely. And I'm just like, ugh! That's gross.
I'll admit, I agree with what Ichi's saying about how, like, this movie is definitely showing, like, elements of, like, what was it?
Child prostitution.
Yeah, child prostitution.
There are definitely some rapey undertones in there.
There is no, like, free will here. It's like...
These children are born through this artificial process, given Amazon cells, which they harvest from Jin, who they somehow got chained up in their basement.
Which is super fucking...
He was blind, he probably didn't know.
Which is super...
Actually, yeah, because I think the idea was he got his sight back because of the feeding him all the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's super funny because they call him the creator because Jin did create the Amazon.
He's
so
the alpha.
It's funny, yeah, it's funny that they're using him to create more Amazons. So that's, like, really good, funny. I love that. But yeah, he's just chained up in a basement and he's just being fed Amazon blood to make more Amazons, and, like,
now,
damn.
Noble, do you have anything to say? You haven't said much.
I mean, you guys are basically describing the plot. Yeah, the thing that... Now, see, with the whole reason of why he's chained up, I can imagine that this cult, because it's probably been around for the 2 years that it's been since the last episode, that they just found Jin beaten the fuck up after, killing his son and telling Haruka to go fuck himself.
Basically.
So I can see them just going like, we're going to take this, and we're going to take you. Yeah, we'll take good care of you, and then just chain him up.
And then we'll lock you up in our basement.
For the next 2 years.
And use you as a religious idol.
I saw a lot of really odd parallels to recent episodes of Riverdale. That's what really bugged me.
I wanted to like this movie, because this is what I wanted. I wanted, like, a movie to wrap everything up. But this doesn't feel like a movie. What it feels like is, okay...
An extra long episode?
No, it feels like, okay, here's the quick plot synopsis of a third season.
Fair.
But not adding in the details.
I feel like
the Neo Alpha stuff. Jin being chained. It's like the whole organization. It feels like these are things that that the third season would probably went more into detail with.
I could see this having been the result of, we don't have time for a third season, let's cram this whole plot in the movie.
I see what you mean, yeah.
But
the biggest indicator of that is how the final fight at the end of between Alpha and Omega is over in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
Like, this movie's an hour and 40 minutes. And, oh man, I did not get interested in it at all until the hour and 10 minute mark, when Jin actually became an importance.
When he broke out and started kicking ass.
Which just proves that Jin will always and forever be the focus point of Amazons.
Best character.
Season 2 didn't really kick off until episode 7, when he finally showed up again. Season 1, it was about him. Like, we didn't really know a whole lot about him, but we at least...
It was fun to see whatever he did.
Yeah, it was enjoyable to see him. This movie, it's like, okay, I like the idea of this whole cult thing, but it's not intriguing me because it's not what got me into Amazons.
What I really liked is the one moment where Mito, Neo Alpha, he's talking to Jin while he's chained up in the basement, and he mentions how, oh, you're Alpha? Well, I've surpassed you because I'm Neo Alpha.
Wow. That is the worst name I have ever heard.
Neo Shocker, cough, cough.
no, just Neo. Like, I am Neo Alpha.
There were so many...
What? What's so funny?
There were so...
Nothing. What's your name again? Neo Alpha.
There were so... He had so many other Greek letters of the alphabet you could have picked from, and you just decided to be, I'm you, but better.
Okay, so next, let's quickly get into the designs of the Amazons that we saw. Fucking awesome.
I don't know...
Except the one that was like the fucking Ewok.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That as well. There was this... if you can call it a subplot, about a few Amazons escaping...
The refugees?
The refugees escaping from this cult.
And they're like, we
don't want to be vegans!
Yeah,
we want meat!
Like, that seems like a plot point. Like, that would have been like a plot point throughout the season as well. Because, like, a season was like, what, 13 episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, everything feels like it could cover a 13-episode series.
You know what I think is one of the reasons they didn't? It's because the gimmick with the 2 seasons was there were 26 episodes for each letter of the alphabet.
Mm-hmm. Like that, I understand. Especially with how the first episode's called Amazon and the last episode is also called Amazon.
Well, it was Amazons.
Yeah, same. Like, first episode was also called Amazons.
Yeah.
Because it starts with Amazons, it ends with Amazons.
Amazons. Are you tired of that word yet?
Amazons!
But I just think it's funny that, like, the movie was about vegan Amazons.
Yeah, they're all vegetarians because they're, like, made that way. And they Haruka finds out about, like, this whole plot of them being livestock, and he, like, runs into them, and he's like, guys, you're all gonna be fucking eaten and stuff, and they're all like, oh no, we're well aware. We're ready to die. It happens.
We have nothing to live for. We will fulfill our destiny of being food for the humans.
Like, it's funny because, like, Haruka throughout this entire movie, he just, like, has moments where he keeps, like, just running away.
At least 3 or 4 times, he just, like, bails in the middle of the scene he's standing in.
Like,
it's hilarious.
There's one scene where, like, he walks into the building, whatever, like, goes to this woman's, like, this desk where a woman's sitting at, grabs a piece of paper, looks at this number, and it's, like, number 69.
Oh my god!
Puts it down, just runs out, and I was like, what happened?
He, like, basically throws the binder back at her, and it doesn't even land back on the table flat, and he just fucking bails. It's hilarious.
And then, yeah, so, like, he has, like, moments where, like, he does something really stupid, but then he redeems himself. So, like, when Jin and Haruka finally, like, start fighting, which I wasn't expecting them to fight untransformed, so that was fucking awesome, but, like, Jin's trying to, like, escape by, like, crawling on the ground, and just Haruka just whips a fucking table on him, onto his fucking head.
Yeah.
Get him the chair!
Like, it was literally, like, Bart Simpson, like, hitting fucking Homer. What the hell's wrong with you? And then, yeah, pretty much it was Forrest Gump. And then, Haruka, throws fucking Jin into another table. And
Come on and slam!
And then how does Jin end the fight? Literally, knocks Haruka out with a headbutt. Just...
Oh, and boom! And, Haruka, bites into his neck and stuff like that. And just...
Fucking
another thing that this movie did very well was attention to detail. The choreography, still fucking amazing, because that's what Amazon's is really good for. It has good wire work, good choreography.
Alpha suit was visibly damaged.
Yeah, he gets, shot up with, bullets from Neo Alpha's fucking gun. And we see, the bullet holes, in the on his suit or whatever, but then when he dehensions, we still see the bullet holes on his chest, and it's really impressive.
I love this one. Speaking of going back to Haruka bailing, my favorite use is right after he first discovers that the Amazons are being fed to people in this restaurant building, and just the way he runs, it's like he's just shouting at the squad that he's going back to, "Start the car! Start the car!"
Yeah, this is
they're eating them!
He's looking through a window or whatever like that, and then this guy just appears right in front of him.
May I help you?
And who may I say are you? And I made the joke that he's just you just see the squad at the van or whatever like that, and then just see Haruka just right towards him. Start the fucking van!
Now who's soup, bitch?
To quote Indiana Jones, Chuck, start the plane!
Chuck, start the plane, Chuck!
And I love that right after that, Kurosaki comes flying in on his van like an angry UPS man with a gun.
Oh my god, I see in your notes here you have Farmazon.
Yeah.
That's the subtitle.
It's Haruka running back into the orphanage. It's not an orphanage! Orphanage tonight!
Yo, that is the title of this thing. Enter the Amazons, the movie Farmazon. Farmazon.
I am Farmazon.
Eat me to survive!
Actually, okay. I think the thumbnail should honestly be, if it's a good enough photo, a photo of Babe, the pig Babe, and if all the other animal characters, it's just different Amazon's characters.
Oh, that's way too much.
Yeah, that is a bit.
Well, let me see if we can find the picture. What I mean, because I have the picture in mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Speaking of things that were thumbnail worthy, there were a couple of them. One was the really sinister shot of Mito looking evil right to the camera. And the other was near the end of the movie where right after Kurosaki fucking kneecapped Tachibana, he just jumps around screaming like a madman, and then it cuts to director Mizusawa, and he just falls to the floor right in front of her, and you can see his face. It's fucking hilarious.
He eats souls.
They gave us another one of his funny faces like they do every season. Let's see, what else was there?
5 Amazons are still out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was fun. Right after Jin escapes.
There we go. So that's what we can use for the thumbnail.
Neo Alpha is chasing down the rest of the vegan Amazons.
Or the Vegazons.
The Veganzons.
The Vegazons, as I call
them.
The Vegazons.
Yeah.
The Vegazons.
And then the fact that there were 5 of them, we were all saying, what if they became a Sentai?
Cannibal Sentai.
Amazonger! Just Neo Alpha comes up ready to kill them, and then the 5 of them just get in the line. Alright guys, you ready?
Ready.
Amazon change!
Now, see, the thing is, though, the minute they start to do that, he just mows them down with the Gatling gun. It's did you really think that was going to work?
Completely unchallenged.
And when, Haruka runs in to, yell at the children, telling them, just Principal Mito's just could you not, please? Could you not?
We are saying grace, you uncouth swine.
So yeah, and then just, Muku gets, just denies wanting to be eaten, because, she, realizes, okay, yeah, obviously once you find, you know it's gonna happen to you, you don't want it to happen.
They weren't afraid of death because they had no idea what death was until Muku walks in and sees the boy who got eaten right before her.
That's so true.
So you guys know the song, This Is America, right?
Yeah.
And I had lost internet connection for some reason.
Hooray!
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 Give it a moment. Let's try that again. You guys remember the song "This Is America"?
Wow.
So it's basically just like Alpha shows up.
This is the Amazons.
Yeah, this is the Amazons. Yay.
Don't catch you eating now.
Oh, I meant to mention earlier that bit about Neo Alpha saying he was surpassing Alpha. I love it, like, because he walks into that scene with, like, his finger pointing to his head, like he's trying to illustrate that humans are better than Amazons, and I just wanted to dub over that line, I think with me brain! Me smarter than you!
Oh yeah, director ladies back in this. President Wheelchair's back. He was President bedridden in
Although they
season 2, but now
serve-
he's President Wheelchair again.
They serve absolutely zero fucking purpose in the movie, though.
Even though there are characters that are still alive from the first 2 seasons, they do jack shit.
You know, I miss the assistant guy. Remember, like, double agent businessman dude?
Oh, you mean the guy that got split in
They got
half?
munched by Neo?
Yes, director. Unfortunately, my services will no longer be required.
Kano, that was his name.
Yeah, Kano.
I remember his name was Kano because I love that
I
name.
remember he was on the phone with director lady, just being like, "Yeah, I won't be able to come in anymore. I've literally been cut in half. Thank you." But
And
yeah.
now I am the dead.
So like,
Unfortunately, I won't be able to take the rest of my vacation days. Please give
But I
them to
do
someone.
have a really great bipartisan deal.
you could say you can cut my pay in half now. Oh god, where were these jokes in fucking season 2?
Well, for all we know, we probably did say some of them.
Fuck. So yeah, also President Wheelchair has a beard now, so like that's how you know this is a movie. He's like, I have a beard now. I have no purpose in this movie, but I mean,
I don't shave. However, I will shave Japan.
There might be something to his little scheme because he's eating meat, so presumably he might be eating Amazons.
Yeah, I think that's what we're led to believe at the end.
yeah. So yeah, so then Muku like freaking just kills all the people who were trying to fucking eat her and cook her up.
And like, it's so like jarring to just see her with blood all over her face and like soaked her shirt.
And then like she like Haruka finds her or whatever, and it's just like, oh, like it's okay, like this is just your Amazon instinct or whatever. And then like she starts crying, and you see like her tears like washing away the blood on her face, and I'm just like,
I like that. That was
yeah,
real nice symbolism.
that was cool symbolism. So then,
and then they bring her back to the orphanage, and she just walks in. It's like, I ate guys, wee! Oh, that's upsetting.
What would you say the symbolism was for her tears?
Regret washes away the sin. If you're sorry, you can make up for it.
we can't be sorry for murder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I killed Ichi. I'm sorry.
It's an extreme example, but the point is there.
Yeah.
Or okay, you know what?
People make mistakes; they can overcome them.
That's better than mine, where the tears represent humanity, like inside.
Why not?
Whatever. It's
The
Amazons.
humanity's coming from inside the Amazon.
Maybe the Amazons were the most human after all.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
So then, like, I think it was Kazuya who mentioned it. He's like, why the fuck do we have to kill these guys? Like, why can't we just like all live together? And Nozomi like
peace and harmony.
Yeah. And Nozomi just makes a mention. It's just like, well, Amazons kill us and we kill them. That's how it works.
Wait, so if humans kill Amazons and Amazons kill humans,
Then
what
who's
happens when
driving the plane?
then what
These
happens
symbols
when
in this-
Amazon fight Amazon?
That
Brother, my brother.
Amazons aren't meant to fight. Not like this. Not like this.
No, see, when you guys say Amazon shouldn't fight Amazons, I'm thinking of that scene from the fucking Pokemon movie with the clone Pokemon.
That's what we were singing.
Yeah, that's what we were
We're
saying.
like, yeah.
That's
Oh,
so
if I already didn't think of the thumbnail, I'd love the thumbnail to just be the 2 Pikachus and just one Amazon and one or one Omega, one Alpha.
You know what? I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. That, you know what?
That
That's
one
fine.
sounds better
Yeah.
than the Amazon.
There we go.
So yeah, as we were saying, we get to see some of the refugee Amazons in their monster forms, including a wolf, or no, a tiger,
A cat,
A
which looked like
snake.
a fucking Ewok.
and a fucking Ewok.
The turtle one was cool. I like the turtle. And
Yeah,
the snake,
I like the turtle one because he just uses back to protect himself, but I was like, yeah, I do that.
and then Kurosaki like fucks him up by like shooting him in the neck, and then has him on the ground and just shoots him in the mouth, and you see like Amazon blood like splurt onto his face, and I was like, holy shit. It just like the Kurosaki, the whole film just looked like he just like was so tired. He's just like,
yeah, he's been chasing Haruka for 2 years.
But like he even shows up when like the Amazons are attacking.
2 years straight.
He shows up when like the Amazons are like attacking and stuff like that, like the kids and everything. He's just like, it's like, what the fuck, man? Like,
I thought there were only 2 left. Now there's like 20 more.
I'm getting sick of this shift.
Sick of the shift. So eventually like Haruka is like really like out of energy and stuff, and like to get more energy and strength he needs to eat something.
This is where I didn't like where it went.
So Muku literally, like, she's dying, is pretty much just like, to quote Nun Piece here, eat me! Why won't you let me die?
Yeah. I was just thinking.
Did you have your Amazon today?
I was gonna say it's basically muffin time for Haruka.
Yeah.
It's eating time. I just wanted Amazon.
I never in my life thought that Haruka would actually cross the line, but he does. You couldn't just have a fucking candy bar?
Ichi. I'm a Muku. Now it's Muku time. Who wants a Muku? Please, I just want to die. Please, somebody eat me. Did you have your Muku today?
I don't know what you guys...
The muffin song from Shmoyoho.
I just want to be eat. Eat. It's Muku time.
God damn it.
That's so fucking good. Yeah, go look up the Muffin Time song by from the ASDF movie. It's fucking amazing. So Haruka eats a bit of Muku, and then like thankfully buries her with his jacket.
Well, not buries her. He just leaves her in the fucking foyer of the orphanage with his coat
but he
over.
at least respectively covers the body is more what he was getting at.
Yeah, sure, but that's not a burial. That's, I have to go. Here, take this.
I have to go now.
You look bad.
Amazon's need me.
You look bad. Let's cover you up.
Clean yourself up.
Just like just leave the like.
No, don't say it like that, Ichi.
Oh no! Especially since he was number 69.
Oh. Yeah, by the way, they're all like, all the Amazons are like numbered.
They're all named after their number.
Muku was 69.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the Discord.
Yeah,
fuck. It's just like the squad gets there, they just like lift up the car.
Oh god.
Lane, they've been doing this for like 4 years. I don't think they would get sick from a dead body.
Yeah, we've seen grosser shit.
Our friend dissolved into ash in front of us.
That's true.
I mean, one of them has been disarmed.
Speaking of disarming, the fight versus Alpha and Neo Alpha was pretty fucking awesome.
Alpha fucking kicks his shit in. Jesus Christ.
At one point, he literally up smashes him.
Yeah, he up smashes him, fucking slashes his arm off with his weapon, and then just like, as he's like holding him like by his neck or whatever, he's just like saying...
Guts him.
Yeah, and just fucking right through his fucking gut, and just, he's dead. Like, he's dead.
Who surpassed who, bitch?
Who's the true alpha now?
Chops off his hand. Look who has the upper hand now. Looks like you're hollow. What? I've been chained up for 2 years. My puns are... my quirks are rusty.
Yeah, that was probably it, too. He was just like, as he was just like wandering around and stuff, and Tachibana just scooped him up.
I like how, once Jin's free and starts wandering around at several points, we see him hallucinate Nanaha.
Yeah, that's how you know he's fucking just...
He's
gone.
He is on his way out.
He's had his blood extracted and fed back to him several times. Of course he's gonna be a little loopy.
Out of everything that happened in this movie, that hit me the hardest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see Nanaha, and he's just like, I'm coming, babe. I'm like, oh.
You know what was great about every time that happened?
Huh?
The fact that it was only Nanaha and not Chihiro with her.
No, because...
fuck him.
Yeah, no, because you know why? Because Chihiro was...
He didn't love him!
No, but also because Chihiro was a legit threat to the world.
Yeah.
If he was left alive and he went to his wild form, all of society as we know it is fucking gone. So Haruka and Jin had to destroy him. So
It still sucks that we never got to see that fight.
Oh, it's, again, like me and Gar said last time, it's left to your imagination. It was probably brutal.
Yeah, but my imagination doesn't make money.
So then the squad or whatever, they're fighting all the Amazons. They kick their asses like amazingly well.
With some really nice double like team attacks, including Kurosaki getting in with some covering fire.
Oh yeah, what are the vegan-zons, whatever the hell you call them?
Yeah.
Vegan-zons. Like he rips off Kazuya's arm, and then
I knew during that conversation they were like, oh, we had to give up our friend Mamo, and they were talking about the fact that humans eat Amazons and Amazons eat humans, and like humans get to eat, you guys should get to eat too. I knew immediately they were leading into, yeah, go ahead and eat me. And then as the second before it happened, I'm like, watch, I bet you that he's going to eat his fake arm. Lo and behold, the turtle had Kazuya's severed puppet hand in his mouth.
Yep.
I'm like, haha, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so, and then we just get, god damn it.
I'm Mrs. Nesbit!
Can you get up here, give me a hand? That's very funny. This is serious.
So then we get to the thing we've all been waiting for, the final fight between Kamen Rider, Amazon Alpha, and Omega.
No.
Haruka and Jin. Jin and Haruka.
Goody and Batty, ready and greeny, Merry and Christmas.
Alright, Jen, this is it. No more To Be Continues. No more after credits.
No more next season.
No more next season. This is our final battle. For the last time.
5 minutes later.
Because think of it, season 1 ended with their final battle. Yep. Season 2 ended with their final battle.
Yep.
Third time's the charm, my friend.
More like third time's the harm.
So, like, it's amazing. Like, I love it. Haruka's just, like, fucking done with Jin's bullshit.
What's interesting beforehand is we see new Omega over the first 2/3 of the movie, and then he gets his fucking belt destroyed.
Yep.
And he just pulls out the old driver from nowhere as he comes back to confront Jin for the final battle.
He had his little satchel.
It was probably on the Jung Raider.
It's probably in his satchel.
I like to believe that it was in the Jung Raider, because we do see a shot of him at the bite before he goes over to fight Jin.
Yeah.
And speaking of having drivers on the whole time, holy shit, Jin was wearing his driver while he was chained up the whole time. That was badass.
Yep.
And?
He probably could have gotten out of there if he really wanted to.
Probably.
Guys?
I mean, really, he just needed to have the belt arm free, and he would have been fine.
Right?
I really have to pee.
I'm just gonna pee here, okay?
So then we get, like, so Jin activates his belt, and he just, does it calmly like he always does. He just goes, Amazon. And then
Haruka
we just see Haruka just pukes it out. Just like runs straight at him. And just, as they both clash together, they just transform immediately.
They clash their punches, and then you see their energies, like, opposing each other as they do.
It was great.
Really great double
and they're just ripping at each other and stuff. And like at one point Alpha's like, he rips fucking Haruka's own weapon out of his belt and tries to like fucking impale him with it, and Haruka's just like and you see like the blood splatter on their helmets and everything.
And also, as Orb is mentioning in our chat, Haruka couldn't beat Jin with the new driver, and Jin beats him with his old one. Jin beats Neo Alpha with the old belt.
Well, it's not that he beat him with the old belt. It's just Jin's just a better fighter.
That's primarily it.
Like, he doesn't care. It's like, you want to know the difference between me and you, Haruka?
I make this shit look good.
I don't hold back.
Agreed.
Also, Jin kind of wanted to die.
Yeah.
But,
which is really weird. Yeah, they subtly hint that Jin is doing this not only to rid the world of the sin he created, but to rid the world of himself for having created them.
Yeah.
He is straight up.
He's like Akira from fucking Tokuger, but real.
But
real. My place to die.
There is one thing in that fight that I found funny, and I can't not laugh when I see it. During the scenes where they're talking to each other about the whole, like, if you're gonna fight me, you need to kill me and all that shit. I guess it's a hose they had hooked up to Alpha's mask, like, spurt out the fake blood.
Yeah.
It's just letting out a constant stream, and it's so jarring.
I like that. I laughed at that scene as well, because Jin says to Alpha, Jin says to Haruka, like, This is our final battle. Only one of us is walking away from this. Will you die or will I die? Find out by watching our movie in theaters.
Right now.
Like, he basically taglines the movie.
It was probably in the trailer.
I bet you anything it was in the trailer.
Oh yeah, because this was the movie is called Kamen Rider Amazon's Final Judgment. So it's like, yeah, this is like.
I mean, there was nothing really judgment about it.
Or was it called Final Judgment?
No, it was called that, but I don't think anything in the movie happened that would be qualified as a judgment.
Mm-hmm.
The fate of the Amazons.
Yeah.
So yeah, they both like run at each other and impale each other with like an attack, and then we just see Jin dying
with like a crater through his stomach.
Yeah.
Filled with blood.
Yeah, that special effects makeup was fucking sexy.
Oh yeah,
it was phenomenal. Yeah, and so we just see Jin, like Nanaha's kind of comforting him, and Jin's just like, "Babe, I'm ready now.
I'm coming home.
Coming home," and just
get afterlife dinner ready.
Dies and starts rolling down the hill.
That was really jarring. Like, it was a really serious, like, yeah, I'm dying, I'm coming home, begging to see you.
It was jarring because I was trying not to laugh.
Right? And then he rolls down the hill like he's fucking ragdolling. What the fuck was that?
You know what they were going for.
And then he was rolling into some grave.
Rolling in his own grave.
Rolling down with Alpha.
You know what they were going for.
So then,
do we?
They were going for Logan.
Is that what he did? Did he roll down the fucking hill when he died?
Well, no, it's just like dying in like his love's arms.
Sure.
Hell, I'm shocked.
But his love wasn't a fucking ghost of his wife that he helped murder.
Hell, I am shocked that Jin didn't say, "So this is what it feels like."
So then, like, director lady apparently finds his dead body on the hill and just laughs and goes, "Yay, fucking finally. Jesus Christ.
Awesome, my clone son won.
Yay! Yeah, because you gotta remember, Haruka's fucking her clone son.
Just to go with the whole Mr. Satan thing, what happened? Jin is dead. And I took him down. Is there a body? No. I mean, he's disintegrated.
It was completely obliterated.
And then we get probably
all the credit.
And then honestly, we get probably one of the best scenes in the entire movie. So like Tachibana, like Kurosaki and not Tendo come back, or whatever, like that, to Tachibana, and Tachibana just like yells at them, tears them new and being like, "You guys fucking came back empty-handed. You didn't get Haruka or anything." And Kurosaki's like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm done." And then
because guess who came with us?
No, it's like I'm done. Just like every cast member of the show.
Yep.
So then director lady walks in or whatever like that, and just like threatens to sue Tachibana for literally stealing her Amazon's like creation for his own personal gain.
Yep.
And it's fucking hilarious. And so he's like yelling at Kurosaki, just calling him a piece of shit. Proceeds to shoot him in the fucking leg, kneecaps him.
Well, no,
I felt threatened. It was self-defense. He's coming right for us.
So then the Kurosaki is just like, so like the Nintendo is just like, so does this mean I get to be leader now? So I didn't have to kill him to like be the chief? Fuck us. Kurosaki's like,
I was gonna stab him in the neck in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, Kurosaki's just like, yeah, man,
Well,
go
that's
ahead.
the thing. It's like, yeah, you shot him, but it's not a fatal shot. It's
It could be.
And just the whole time,
You got a double tap.
so the whole time they're talking,
double tap.
the whole time they're talking, just Tachibana's just like hopping around, going like, you fucking shot me!
You shot me right in the leg.
So while this is happening, so I'm just like,
Could've
this
shot
whole
that guy.
time I'm just like, I hope we get another face like we had that in season 2. And yep, as
he collapses in front of director Mizusawa, if you pause it, you can see his face.
just be like, So it's really great.
And yeah, Orb in our chat says it was like a Nicolas Cage freak out.
Yeah. So that
It
was
reminded me a lot of like the Dan freakouts.
Yeah.
So then Haruka like goes to,
After almost attempting to drown himself, but convinces himself otherwise with a weird delusion of Mizuki telling him not to.
Don't do it.
yeah.
Why?
Also,
I love you, not brother.
also by the way, Mizuki
Would
was
I
in this
lie?
movie. Mizuki was in this movie.
She was in the
She
movie.
did stuff.
Oh no, she reprised her role in season 1
Oh yeah.
by doing jack shit.
Haruka!
Don't do the thing.
Haruka!
Don't do the thing.
Yeah, no, and like when she's trying to save like Haruka in the beginning of the movie, like Kurosawa's like, "Is this why you're sticking around us for 2 years, just so you could save him?"
Yeah, she did a complete turn where in the whole second season she was like a soldiered badass, and then at the start of the movie she decides, nope, fuck this.
Fuck character.
I love Haruka.
I love my nut brother.
Yeah, and then just Haruka drives off into the sunset on a road.
It's cloudy. And
They
it's the
say you
middle of
can
the
still
day.
hear him screaming Amazon to this day.
And Mizuki, apparently having come out of it with a permanent limp, decides to adopt all of the Vegazons
Oh, and teaches them to live.
and gives them clothes that she got from somewhere.
Eat a ducky harder!
Yeah, like, live! Live, children! Well, I'm waiting. Live!
Fucking live.
Be merry, everyone! It's fucking
And I
Christmas!
made a funny joke to make Gar laugh where it's just like...
Where's my 12th present?
I made a joke to make Gar laugh where like the Tengu Warriors whatever, like, oh, want to take another crack, so it's like, wants to eat it? No, I want you to beat it! So yeah, and then we get the awesome song
Eat, kill all.
Eat, Kill All, and it was fucking awesome.
Eat, pray, love.
And not only was the song itself awesome, but it also, near the end of it, had some like twinges and flashbacks to the other two theme
It
songs.
just said bastard.
It said bastard a lot.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what Chihiro was.
We don't talk about that.
So yeah, so that was Amazon's The Movie Final Judgment. Personally, I really liked it. I thought it was a good ending to the series. Good send off for all the characters.
I feel like the fights were too short and the plot was too thick, but not necessarily an entirely bad experience. I think it was as good of an ending to Amazon's as we probably could have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Although the whole build-up of Alpha versus Omega was a little underplayed.
yeah, like I said before, it felt like a season 3 just crammed into one movie because we didn't have the budget for a third season probably.
Yeah.
But again, I just like I like the last 40 minutes of it. The whole cult stuff is alright. The side plot, yeah, alright. I'm just here for Haruka and Jin.
Right? We're just here for Jin.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I need some more Jin. Hopefully Haruka shows up in the future in another Kamen Rider project.
And then he drove off to show up in Zio.
Yeah, just time machine.
Hey,
God, could you imagine that?
remember that time when Haruka and Jin teamed up on X-Day and almost killed him?
Yes.
That was great.
Yeah, oh yeah, you mean how do we promote a season 2? How do we
Just have them show up and try to kill X-Aid.
Yeah, with no dialogue
Have
whatsoever.
them almost stick their fucking claws through Emu's guts.
Yeah. Remember when Emu
I mean, he's a
almost
doctor. He
fucking
can
died?
fix that.
Good times.
So yeah, just I don't know. I can see Haruka coming back in the future. Hopefully.
Yeah, like,
Maybe.
as soon as we saw that Haruka had survived, my immediate comment was, Kamen Rider Amazon Omega will return.
In Amazon's The Movie 2, Eat Electric Boogaloo.
No. Kamen Rider
No,
Amazon
in Amazon's
2,
The Movie,
search for
Endgame.
more- Had to search for more money.
Kamen Rider Amazon's The Movie 2, Secret of the Ooze.
It's
But this-
Infinity War.
But this kind
And
of
Knuckles.
and
New funky mode.
But with Jin now being dead, it is truly the end because, like Haruka's mom said, it's like, oh, my son's enemy is now dead. Haruka now has no purpose.
Well, besides
Yep.
the entire country of Japan.
Oh no, Japan's still fucked.
Yeah.
Well, we defeated. Well, we avenged South Galaxy.
I mean,
But it's
I'm not
still
going to say
gone.
that I'm not going to say that Tachibana's idea was stupid, but
No,
it was
it
going to
made-
definitely make Amazons easier to kill people.
I
Yeah.
don't know why they went with Amazons first before contacting other countries. Like what Japan
Or,
would actually
tofu.
do. Or tofu. No, you know what? Now I want a Kamen Rider World like special involving Kamen Rider Ichigo from the first and next movies with Haruka. I am still.
Those movies were in the same area of like, holy shit.
Still want that crossover.
That'd be cool.
Or at least, like, mention that, hey, this takes place in the same continuity. I had canon that it takes place in the same continuity. Why not? Shocker was a secret organization. Could take place in the same timeline.
I mean, show me the evidence against it.
Exactly. So fuck it. Kamen Rider the first and the next take place in the same universe as Kamen Rider Amazons.
That'd be cool.
We'll call it the Neo Showa era.
Ooh.
I like that.
I like that. I accept that as headcanon.
Yeah.
As Orb is pointing out, it'll have to be Ichigo in V3 since Nigo is dead.
That was in the extended cut, not in the theatrical cut, so Nigo could still be alive.
Fucking with the ways Kamen Rider is just fucking with timelines and parallel realities and who's dead and who's not these days, you can throw anything at us and we could logic it.
I mean, honestly, just
Ryuki
the
still shows up
concept
in crossovers.
maybe even seeing some other riders as like the next version of the of other riders,
Yeah.
Another
like
Amazon.
a next double or something like that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Another Amazon.
That'd be cool. Imagine how badass another Alpha would be,
Oh. No, it'd be SIC Alpha.
right?
No, there is no other alpha. It's just alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha. Oh.
No, what'd you think of the movie overall?
I liked it.
You like that? Any
I
flaw-
mean,
like any flaws?
the plot.
Yeah, again, the plot.
Let me
plot wasn't
rephrase
what I was
that.
expecting.
The plot of the we're gonna eat Amazons. That specific plot.
We're going to eat. Wasn't this a plot for an episode in season 1?
It almost
where
seems
the
like
Amazons had their own restaurant and they cooked humans.
yeah,
Yes.
like that was so weird when we started figuring out what was happening. It was just like, oh, I get it. The movie's about humans eating Amazons in juxtaposition to the rest of the series where it's been Amazons eating humans. Ha ha ha, I get it. That's cute, but fuck
Right,
you.
but here's the thing though. Humans have a very high caloric level, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
People are fattening.
Yes.
Seeing
as Amazons are similar to people,
there
would they
isn't a
have
whole
this-
lot of meat on them.
And we also should mention how humans in this universe are really fucking terrible creatures when they're all okay with eating humanoid livestock. You know what I mean?
But it's like
I get that they're comparing them to cows, but cows can't look at you and talk to you and plead for their lives. You know what I mean?
right?
Yeah.
A cow can't go, "Hi, my name's Steve. How are you?"
My name is Muku. Please don't eat me.
But if it was a cow, it would be Muku.
Uh,
The best cow superhero, Mo.
yeah.
What if that was why your name
Backpack.
is Muku?
You know what? I'll fucking accept it at this point.
Oh my god, that's awful. Just gonna go to a farm like one day in my life. It's like this is the alpha cow. Her name's Muku, and I'll be like, I'm out. Bye. Goodbye. Nope.
I don't want that one.
Lane, there is no such thing as an alpha cow.
This movie
There is now.
This movie almost ruined my love for steak, which is my favorite
There is
food.
no Asian.
Yeah, like you see when you see the shots of humans eating the cooked Amazon kids, it's just steak.
And what's
Well,
worse
yeah.
about it is that they're not even cooking it properly. They're just like dunking them into a pot.
Like into a giant pot. And I was
Really? That's your problem with the movie? You're going to critique their cooking technique?
Yeah, where's Gordon Ramsay on this? Where's Anthony Bourdain? Oh,
This Amazon is rotten!
I've eaten this.
Omega Alpha.
This Amazon is so raw, it's still crying!
This Amazon's so raw, it's still looking for its mother.
Oh, dark.
Wow.
I mean, they didn't have parents, so
Well, I'm making a
Chihiro.
Neo reference.
yeah.
Anyways, so obviously, if you've watched Amazons, watch this movie. If you want, like, a conclusion to the story, If you haven't watched Kamen Rider Amazons, what the fuck are you doing? Go watch it. It's really good.
Right?
It is now legally available on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So go watch it legally.
Hooray.
Hooray.
But not with subs.
Well, no, it is with subs.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Neat. Well,
So this has been Enter the Amazons, the movie. Probably the last thing we'll do with Amazon, sadly.
unless
Alright.
it comes back.
Unless we do Enter the Amazons, the Showa edition, where we talk about Kamen Rider Amazon.
I mean, I'm down for that.
I mean, that sounds like a neat idea.
Yeah.
But First Lane, I think we really need to finish it. The other show that you made.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Tune in next year, everybody, as we throw some superstars as we finish Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel.
Ah!
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Noble, for joining us.
Always happy to be here.
All right.
This was fun. It was fun getting back to doing this with you guys.
Yeah, we should do
yeah.
this more often. Just hang
If
out.
only there was more content.
If only there was like some kind of like, I don't know, like Dragon Knight or something.
I've never seen Dragon Knight.
I haven't.
I have, and it gets pretty good if you can get past the
Yeah.
initial slog of it.
Noble.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Maybe
We did
another
a
new
whole
show next
episode
year?
of that other show that we no longer make. For, of this.
Rider Town Radio?
That and another show that you guys made that isn't around ananymore.
Silver
that
Metal.
has
Silver
a
Metal.
Silver
yes.
Metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll look into doing that in the new year, baby.
What the fuck?
Never done a sideshow?
Draken, what? You stopped using words.
So, Ichi, speaking of words, do you still know the words?
Now I know the words!
Now the show is done!
The movie was okay! Where's my Sigma? He's dead.
Oh.
He's dead. Sigma!
He's dead.
Sigma is now dead.
Ma.
All right, everybody. Goodbye.
So, to anyone tuning in to this for the first time, thanks for checking us out. We are Radio Sentai Castranger. We are a Toronto-based gaggle of asshats and toku enthusiasts of varying caliber.
Don't refer to me as an asshat.
Don't refer to me as a enthusiast. I am a
I'm
critic.
not googly.
Anyway,
Don't refer to me as a he.
we get
Okay,
together
that's
every
really
week
far.
to talk about ongoing Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman, Godzilla, and pretty much anything.
No, that's Ultra Ranger, you piece
I'm
of
talking
shit.
about the entire channel!
Not Garo. That's the one thing we don't talk about. Is
Well,
We
that
we
should
should.
talk about Gar. We should talk about the fucking decade one.
Anyway, my point is, check out our hub site at castranger.podme.com. We have our public Discord server where you can not only chat with us and other fans, but listen to the show being recorded live at 9 p.m. EST most Friday nights. Check out our Patreon, and our show is published on all kinds of platforms, including YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, and iTunes.
Comments for me.
Hashtag comments for Lane.
Yeah.
and if you go to our Patreon and make a pledge there, who knows? You might be able to request some shows that we may talk about in said future.
On our hub site, we have a discussion index where you can see what we have talked about.
No, so go check out Kaiju Sentai Ultra Ranger, the show me and Gar talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between.
Yeah. Also, I have a new show coming out next year involving manga and comics
What?
involving tokusatsu
That
heroes.
sounds stupid.
Well,
Don't.
let's
don't
not
watch
go
it.
into more detail for
I'm
now.
just kidding, Gar.
Never mind. Show's canceled.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you all for listening, and we will see you all in 2019!
And please, don't eat your Amazons. Love them.
And have your Amazon spayed or neutered.
Or you'll end up with Neo.
Nailed it.